Hello, citizens of the world. We are anonymous.
Good day everyone. We are making this video in support of the Ruzic family. We want to try to reinforce one of the points Frank Ruzic made during his press conferences. We feel the family have been desperately let down by so many people. But let down because of social media management teams, and their gross neglect and complacency for ignoring the family's wishes on all levels, to be allowed to grieve in peace, and to be allowed to continue with their lives, without the constant harassment from certain channel content creators. The flagship of these creators who have constantly refused the feelings of the family to be recognized is Armchair Detective channel. The reason we say this is because since January we have actively requested that he stop with his fabrications, allegations, twisted personal narratives with intent and innuendos surrounding the case. Because of him too many others latched onto his idea of the money-making Warts case gravy train. Yes, if you were to check dates from the onset you will find that a pattern emerged because of Armchair Detective. We shall also be making a video addressing the points Frank Ruzic states in his press conference, in order to clarify the meanings behind them in pure simple terms. And we shall show from that how Armchair Detective has been the catalyst which others have so sadly followed. We shall also be making a separate video calling out the names of the channels in support of Armchair Detective, and how they have used their content in similar sensationalized manners. I could end up getting my channel removed because of this video, as I am aiming it directly at YouTube, for their undivided attention on the content which has been allowed to be put out by Armchair Detective. And as such has created so much hurt for the Ruzic family because of their complacency and ignoring thousands of YouTube users' voices in connection with the issue. We feel that the Armchair Detective has been given a license to exploit, because of the lack of policing of YouTube, as a social media platform by themselves. We feel that the pleas from the heart have gone unrecognized, and grossly inadequately followed up by YouTube as complaints have gone in from viewers. We feel that YouTube as a social media platform has been negligent in the protection of the Ruzic family, and other families who have suffered tragic losses, and in doing so have created a minefield of exploitation for financial gain, by unscrupulous individuals essentially spearheaded by Armchair Detective, as he was the primal conspiracy-orientated creator on YouTube. All of what we say can of course be proved. Good day everyone. We present this video to YouTube as a complaint to YouTube for the ignorance shown through complacency as a social media platform, to protect the Ruzic family from the predatory elements within the content creator called the Armchair Detective. Predatory is the correct term to use in connection with this content creator, because of his phenomenal exploitation of the Ruzic family, by way of refusing to recognize their wishes for a halt to the proceedings brought about and implemented by Armchair Detective. The Armchair Detective has effectively caused phenomenal distress to the Ruzic family through his channel by not complying with facts and evidence available, and instead creating his own personal scenarios in order to fuel the hatred already present of some of the individuals surrounding the case of the murders of Shannon Ruzic, and her children, Bella, Cece and baby Nico. YouTube management, we hope to make this video go viral, on as many social media platforms as humanly possible, in order for as many people as possible to understand the relevance of what we are stating, and to answer enquiries in relation to what we have been actively trying to achieve as an individual channel. As an individual channel, we would like to express we have had support from every single one of our subscribers in our quest, and we have had the full support of the Ruzic family themselves to try to bring to a halt this individual Armchair Detective, whose actual name is Alan Vinicombe and is a United Kingdom resident. We created our channel for the sole purpose of protecting a family which has suffered such horrific losses through a hideous crime. That protection was implemented in order to try to stop the unscrupulous money-grabbing channels from exploiting the murders of Shannon, Bella, Cece and baby Nico for their own financial gain. There is nothing wrong at all in making money from content created for public viewing if that content is carefully constructed, educational, instructional or talent-orientated. However, taking the deaths of a woman and her children, brought about by a horrific crime, and turning it into a media circus, in order to line your pockets, is morally corrupt and should be treated with the contempt which it duly deserves. That contempt has been shown by myself and my followers since January of this year. This is essentially what the channel called the Armchair Detective has done. He has made phenomenal money through their murders, without a single thought for the remaining family and their pain and their feelings, and the grieving process, and therefore their ability to heal from this tragedy and move forward with their lives. How can anyone ever overcome such tragic circumstances, when you have a vulture such as the Armchair Detective, not only reminding them, but promoting his channel, solely through his own narratives in connection with the murder case? I say his own narratives because essentially that is what he has created. We have even witnessed some of his subscribers saying, "Alan, we look forward to your videos as they are like reading a good novel." Please reflect on that last line I said for a moment. This is the type of comment which has been commonly associated with this YouTube channel, the Armchair Detective. A good novel indeed. Is that what he has portrayed here? Sadly we say yes, that is what he has portrayed. He has portrayed a media circus, and a storytelling melodrama on the backs of the murder of these beautiful people. And guess what, YouTube? He calls his channel an entertainment channel. Now then, YouTube personnel, management, hierarchy and owners, is that how you had anticipated being thought of? Well, that is what this man has made your platform. He has made it into a macabre delusional cesspit of financial whoring. I can't express the enormity enough of the disgust felt by thousands of viewing public, that he has done this to the family. And that YouTube as a social media platform, has allowed him to get away with it for so long. I developed a slogan for my channel. That slogan is United as One. And was labeled as such, because every single one of my subscribers is 100% behind me. But so are the Ruzik family. So they too effectively are also very much part of my channel, as they are fully aware of the effort which we have put in solely for their daughter and grandchildren, and to gain them closure and therefore time and space to heal. It is yourselves, YouTube management team, who have let the family down, because you alone possess the power to hold this right now, by closing this channel and all other channels who have followed in the footsteps of the Armchair Detective. But you have possessed this power from the very onset, and what have you done? A big fat nothing. Sorry, but that is simply a fact. I will further state that we have spoken to the television channels Sky TV and the BBC, and we have contacted numerous newspapers to highlight this terrible travesty of justice brought about by the Armchair Detective. Not only that, YouTube management, but we have contacted the FBI and DA Michael Rourke, and the email which was sent to DA Rourke I shall read out at the end of this video. Not only that, YouTube, but 3 of us have contacted the government and have received very favorable responses that we will be heard and as such be able to hopefully carry a motion forward to protect victims of murder. All of this achieved by the little man and woman on the street while you sit and rest on your laurels, YouTube management. This man, Armchair Detective, has been deceptive, lied, created multiple innuendos, formulated his own storylines, made terrible allegations, used the names of high-powered officials in pretense, made derogatory, inflammatory remarks about the investigation team, pretended to be a high-powered government-based member, and ex-operative of a UK-based intelligence organization, pretended to have received covert messages from the chief prosecutor of the case, oriented to have inside information surrounding the case, pretended to have had prison insiders talking to him in live chats in front of his audience, pretended to have had team members of the CBI in his chats, pretended to have had a prominent interrogator called Tammy Lee in his chats. He has doxed people. He has made allegations against other content creators, which includes myself, insinuating to his audience that we have used the children of his subscribers to gain leverage in a blackmail-orientated manner. He has cyberbullied a female content creator called Penelope Jones by setting his followers into her and made her ill-fit some time as a consequence. He has pretended to have had a man called Phil as an informant from the Anadarko Oil Company giving him information. He has fabricated injuries to Bella, one of the children sadly murdered, by dramatically portraying those injuries in a live feed of his. And the injuries he lied about were certainly in no way consistent with the autopsy reports. However, he claimed were the truth. He tried to get out of this when he realized the terrible thing he had done and said, by stating he gets dreams and is somehow connected to psychic knowledge, and it was one of these dreams which made him do it. He has made allegations that the mistress of Chris Watts was an accomplice to murder and that she had others helping her on the crime. He has had the neighbor of Chris Watts doxxed and had pictures of her garage taken by one of his followers and displayed them in YouTube for all to see. He has stated that he is the only one who can solve the case when you consider the case has been closed for a long time now. That statement alone of his is merely a figment of his extremely overactive fantasist imagination, and he projected his fantasist mind into his followers in so many ways, and they have believed his every word, which is in itself both hazardous and highly dangerous. As we have also witnessed comments from his comment threads stating that a knife was ready for Nicole Kessinger should certain people come across her. As the mistress was already despised, he fooled that further, as he has created a hate mob of the mistress Nicole Kessinger, the likes of which has never been seen before on social media. He has pretended that the lawyers of Nicole Kessinger has been trying to have him closed down by reporting his channel. He has used psychics stating that they were in contact with Shannon and that Shannon had said you must listen to Armchair Detective as he knows more than the police. Finally, he has abused the Ruzic family by denying them repeatedly a voice on his channel and instead had them blocked in order to gag them. He also has demanded they now contact him after months if betrayal by Armchair Detective. He has also used veiled threats against Frankie Ruzic, who is the brother of Shannon, and he has allowed his subscribers to use abuse, denial and innuendos against the Ruzic family. YouTube management, this video is for you to watch, listen and learn what you as a giant company and giant social media platform have allowed to happen before your very eyes. My subscribers and followers, whom I love very much, for your constant and ongoing support, may I request that this video gets shared by yourselves on Facebook, Twitter and any other media outlet, TV company, newspaper company, or social media platform which you can think of. And if you own a channel on YouTube, take this video as your own to put on your own channel if you wish to, because I refuse to allow the Armchair Detective to get away with any more hurt aimed at the Ruzic family. YouTube management, I request you talk to me and my followers in any format you wish to in order to bring this channel, the Armchair Detective, to an abrupt halt, and all other channels using this case as a personal gravy train. YouTube management, I will fully comply with you in the presentation of all evidence of what I have stated in this video, as I have literally everything connected with all channels who have systematically abused the memories of Shannon, Bella, Cece and baby Nico, and who have hurt through intent the Ruzic family. Should my channel get closed down because of this video, as it is aimed at YouTube and social media in general, then please, as my supporters and helpers, continue with this quest until we gain respect for the Ruzic family and give them the peace they so rightly deserve. United we stand, people. United as one. We are anonymous. God bless Frank, Sandy and Frankie Jr. Ruzic. And may everyone have a fruit-filled day. And God bless all. Hello Michael Rourke sir. I am emailing you with concerns about a content creator on YouTube who goes by the channel name Armchair Detective. This content creator for several months now been creating videos about the case of Christopher Watts in an extremely abusive manner which has upset thousands of people on the YouTube social media platform. To say his videos are distasteful are an understatement and are a concern in the manner he has portrayed both yourself, CBI, FBI, Tammy Lee of the CBI, the governor of Wisconsin Correctional Department, Detective Baumhover of CBI and the Police Department of Colorado, stating that he has had personal contact with yourself via coded messages and that Agent Tammy Lee, detectives from the FBI and the prison governor were in his live chat videos as they were broadcast, under pseudonym identities. This in itself is an illegal act and is fraudulent information passed on to the general public and his followers of almost 40,000. This type of behavior by him has enraged thousands upon thousands of people who view YouTube as a preferred visual presentation outlet and media platform, and has raised massive concern in the potential hindering of any further investigations in connection to the case of Christopher Watts. The real name of this person, who is a UK resident, is Alan Vinicombe. He has essentially used psychological thought projection on his viewing audience and created an ongoing narrative of his own ill-conceived thought processes, which when you view his comments threads is evidently received by his audience in a virtual euphoric manner. He has manipulated facts surrounding the case in order to create more videos using his personal narratives to feed a mob mentality, which is intent on seeing Nicole Kissinger arrested and charged with being an accessory and accomplice to the hideous crime of the murder of his family. He has not only hinted at this possibility but presented his own theoretical analysis of events, even though you yourself stated this is not a witch hunt, and through those theories created even more sensationalism for his followers and viewing audience to latch onto. May we say thank you to all of our supporters, of which I know are many. May we say thank you to Frankie Ruzic and the Ruzic family for their acceptance of our help. May we say thank you to all of our team members for their dedication in research and analysis. May we say thank you to our fellow content creators who travel down the same path as us. And may we say, anonymous shiners, united as one. May you have a fruit-filled day, people. And God bless all.